Some things a woman never forgets, they stay deep inside her. It doesn't matter how hard you try, how much you give, or how good you are to her. If you don't wake up her strong desires, you'll be the nice guy she never really remembers. For a woman, a special name isn't just a sweet game. It's a secret key to her deeper self, a sign she belongs, an emotional mark that makes her yours without her even knowing it. Today, I'll tell you about 5 special names. These names make a woman truly interested in you, make her want you, respect you, and even feel a bit lost in you. The last one is so strong that if you use it before you're ready, she'll never let you go. This is the Curious Corner, your place for wisdom, psychology, and real talk. Watch this video all the way to the end and call her something no man has ever dared to before. Have you ever wondered why she doesn't remember you? Even if you were the kindest, most loyal, most available man in her life, maybe you looked after her, supported her, stood up for her, but you didn't leave a real mark. This is because desire doesn't stay where there was effort, it stays where there was a strong sense of who you are. And a man who doesn't know how to give a special name, doesn't know how to lead. 1. The name that puts her in your world. When a woman meets you, she quietly watches you, not by what you say, but by how you name her. If you use the same old sweet names her past boyfriends used, like babe, honey, or princess, you've already lost. You're not creating anything new for her, you're just using old space. But when you name her with a word that doesn't come from being sweet, but from strength, her deeper mind notices something different. It notices that you're not here to follow her story. You're here to make your own. And if she wants to be part of it, she needs to fit into your rules, not the other way around. Imagine this. She's telling you about her day, her thoughts, her wins. But in the middle of the chat, you look at her and say, "Little wild one." You don't explain it. You don't make excuses for it. You just say it and keep talking. In her mind, something amazing starts to happen. She begins to wonder why you called her that. What did you see in her? What hidden part of her did you notice? That name pulls her out of her own story. It puts her in your world. And most importantly, it makes her feel a bit off balance. Women don't get obsessed with things they completely understand. They get obsessed with things they can't quite figure out. Most men use names to please, to sound loving, to be liked. They don't get that a special name is a powerful act of leading. It means I name you because I'm bringing you into my world. I don't want you to be just anyone. I want you to be mine on my terms. And if that name doesn't come from your inner strength, your true self, she'll feel it. She notices it. She'll ignore it because she's not looking for sweetness. She's looking for a strong presence. So, before you look for the perfect name, ask yourself this. Where are you naming from? From needing her, or from making a choice? Because only the man who knows how to choose knows how to name, and only the one who names leaves a mark. 2. The name that awakens her natural desire. A woman isn't just looking for the right man. She's looking for the man who makes her surrender, not because she's afraid, but because of a deep attraction to his manly energy that can't be explained, but can definitely be felt. That special name that doesn't just praise her, but gently guides her, touches an ancient part of her mind. This is the place where desire becomes a form of giving in. It's not an insult, it's not rude, it's a key. One that unlocks her most gentle, most feminine side, ready to be led. And that's not achieved by the man who asks for permission. It's achieved by the one who shows strong direction. In deep psychology, this is called a calm, dominant way of being. This means a man who doesn't need to shout or force anything because his very presence sets the tone. And when that kind of man calls her, "My little wolf," "my pretty witch," or "my storm," he's sending a mixed message that a woman's brain can't easily reject. This is because on one hand, it acknowledges her and makes her special, but on the other, it quietly claims her. And that mix, that pull between seeing her for who she is and taking a bit of control, is exactly what makes her obsessed. Ancient wisdom teaches that true strength isn't about controlling others, it's about controlling how you make them feel. And once you get that, you stop looking for the cutest name and start using the smartest one. The one that doesn't make her too comfortable. The one that doesn't put her to sleep with sweetness, but the one that wakes her up from inside. A woman doesn't give herself to the man who brings her flowers. She gives herself to the one who makes her feel delicate without breaking her, small without putting her down, desired without just praising her. That special name isn't a game. It's a quiet statement that you understand her true nature even better than she does. And when you say it, her body doesn't ask for permission. it just reacts. 3. The name that creates emotional confusion. There's a very fine line between what a woman wants and what she's scared to lose. And that feeling of tension is what drives her obsession. The smart name to use here shouldn't be too obvious or too personal. It has to be right on the edge, as if you could say it to anyone. But when you say it to her, it sounds different, as if it has another meaning that creates a bit of confusion. And confusion is the most powerful tool in getting someone interested because it doesn't confirm her place, nor does it deny it. It leaves her unsure. And when she's unsure, she starts doing more for you than she ever would if she felt completely secure. Imagine this: you're talking, and suddenly you call her my little storm. It's not cute, it's not typical, it's not romantic, but it has something. It has importance. And when she asks, "Why do you call me that?" you just smile and say nothing. What happens in her head? She gets really curious because she can't easily figure you out. She needs to know if that name is just for her, but you don't give her the answer. And that need turns into obsession. In psychology, this is known as emotional confusion. She likes you, but she doesn't know where she stands. And instead of pulling away, she gets closer because her mind wants to solve the mystery. Her ego needs to win over what doesn't yet feel fully hers. If you can keep that balance without explaining yourself, without giving in, without becoming her helper, then you've stopped trying to attract her. You've started making her feel she belongs to you in a smooth way. 4. The name that touches her soft spot. Many men make the mistake of talking to a woman only about what's on the surface, about what's clear, about what she shows. They never get to what truly controls her, her emotional soft spot, the one she doesn't talk about, the one she barely even recognizes, but that can be triggered with a single well-chosen word. The mistake is thinking feelings should be avoided to avoid looking weak. But this isn't about crying with her. It's about seeing what she hides, about noticing her weak point and naming it. Not to fix it, but to claim it. A special name that touches that soft spot, the one from her past, her doubts, her history of feeling unwanted, isn't said as a joke. It's said calmly with a tone that mixes kindness and direction. It could be something like, "My little fearful one, my little messy one," or "my hidden one." And when you say it, she breaks inside because she realizes you saw her, that you didn't fall for the strong role she plays, but for the part she keeps secret. And in that moment, she can no longer protect herself because her defenses have been broken. Her mask is useless with you. Real control isn't being tough, it's being deep. It's seeing something in her that even she hasn't dared to look at. And when you give her a special name that touches her inner emptiness, not her beauty, not her body, not her role, you're telling her without words, "I don't need you to be perfect. I just need you to be real." For a woman who spent years being strong because she had to, not because she wanted to, that is very appealing. But be careful. This point needs you to be mature, because if you touch her soft spot and then leave, you don't just hurt her, you leave her unprotected. This special name is not to be used lightly. It's for when you're ready to lead, not just to attract. 5. The name that calls her what you want her to be at this stage. It's no longer about leading her, touching her soft spot, or creating uncertainty. It's about making one thing clear. You're not with the woman she claims to be. You're with the woman you see underneath the surface. When a man calls a woman, "my goddess, my queen," or "my world," he's not praising her. He's giving away his power. He's putting her above him. He's telling her, "You decide what I am to you." And from that place, desire dies. All that's left is serving her. But when you break that pattern and, without asking for permission, call her "my little willing one," "my wild side," or "my untamable desire," you're showing something deeper than just wanting her. You're showing your vision. You're saying, "I don't care about the image you show to the world. I know who you are with me, and I name you from that place." And do you know why that surprises her? Because women have spent their lives building an identity for the world throng. Independent, capable, but that's not their deepest truth. The truth appears when a man doesn't fall for the role, but for the emotional, animalistic part underneath. If you manage to see that and give it a name, you become something she can't control. And everything a woman can't control becomes her obsession. This isn't taught in books. This isn't said in relationship counseling. This is learned by living, by losing, by facing hard times. And if you're here, it's because you've lived enough. It's because you're ready to stop being the nice guy and start being the unforgettable man. Not with flowers, but with vision. Not with begging, but with words that reveal what she's afraid to show and make her want something. Not love, but belonging. If you made it to the end of this video, you're not like the rest, because not everyone has the courage to face what makes them uncomfortable, what challenges them, what demands real change. Most people keep repeating the same empty names, the same old phrases, thinking that being sweet is enough, but not you. You chose to see the truth. A woman doesn't gets obsessed with the man who gives her everything. She gets obsessed with the one who knows how to name her from his true self and not from his need. Today, I showed you 5 special names that aren't meant to please, but to make a strong impression, to touch what she hides, to leave a mark that doesn't disappear with time or with another man. If you understood the power behind these words, don't use it to control. Use it to become the kind of man a woman doesn't dare forget. One who leads without shouting, who excites without asking permission, who names and changes things. Leave a comment saying, "To name is to lead," and tell me which country you're re-watching this from, because it doesn't matter if you're in Mexico, Argentina, or Spain. Female psychology is the same. It deeply wants what it can't control and remembers what it can't easily understand. This is the Curious Corner, your place for wisdom. I didn't come to make you feel comfortable. I came to give you back the respect, clarity, and desire you lost when you tried to be the nice guy. If this video opened your eyes, click subscribe and become part of this group of men who stopped being used and started being truly wanted. Share it with that friend who still talks like a child to a woman who's already messing with his head. And don't leave yet. Watch the videos that are about to appear on your screen. Pick the one that makes you the most uncomfortable, because right there, in what you avoid looking at, is what you most need.